What's going on, guys? So today I decided I'm going to be doing another shoe review today since I haven't done one in a while. I think the last shoe that I did review on this channel were the Nike SB Team Classics. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Nike SB Nyjahs. Now I know Nyjah just recently, or I guess a little more than recently now, he came out with the new shoe, the Nyjah 2s. I'm not going to be reviewing those ones today. I'm actually going to be reviewing the first shoe that he ever put out and kind of just giving you guys my thoughts on them. Now, the shoe that I am going to be using for this video was not the shoe that I skated in. I actually bought two pairs of my own a while back, one to skate in and just one to chill in. The one that I skated was the ones that were like a navy blue and like a brown gum sole. The ones that I'm going to be using for this video is like the all white with the Tiffany blue ones, so you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I have the shoe right here. This is the one that I was talking about. It's the Tiffany blue colorway, or the white and Tiffany blue colorway, which is, you know, I don't know, it's a very good looking shoe, although I'm not really digging the laces too much. I might switch back to the white ones soon. I'm not sure. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of the blue laces, because they do come with this colorway in particular. It does come with this lace and the white laces, so yeah. But anyways, this is the shoe right here. This is the one that I didn't skate in and the one that I don't skate in. I probably will never skate in these because I feel like they're just kind of way too good to be skated, and I just don't want to ruin them, really. These are the only pairs that I chill in, and yeah, let's get right into it. So the price of the shoe when I bought this was about $95, which is probably the most expensive skate shoe that I've ever bought in my entire life. Like $95, like my goodness. Like I think for any shoe that I've ever bought for skating would probably range anywhere between like just like probably $60 to $70 is like the price range that I would spend money on for a skate shoe. So this was definitely like the most expensive one that I bought. The shoe itself is a cup sole shoe, and it kind of feels like a vulcanized shoe once you break them in. I've had many cup soles in the past that like just didn't really feel, you know, as flexible as a vulcanized shoe after like breaking them in. But these ones, surprisingly, I guess because of like this little tread pattern right here with all the grooves and stuff, it kind of makes it a lot more flexible when you have them broken in. So it is a cup sole, but it does feel like a Volk shoe flexibility wise once you have, you know, broken them in. The material of the shoe, it has like this, usually like for all the shoes that I've ever skated in, they were either suede or canvas. This one, however, was a lot different. The material on this is kind of like I think like when Nyjah explained the material of the shoe, he said it was like some sort of synthetic leather. I just simply, you know, looked at it as just a whole one rubber top. It is technically rubber for the most part. There's not really too much canvas or suede material. The only part that is kind of like suede material is right in this part. I guess this is kind of like canvas, really. I'm not really sure, but it's just this piece. But after that, the top of the shoe is just all rubber, and it honestly does last pretty long. But the bad thing about it is it can be super tight when you first get them, and it may feel like your foot is kind of getting squeezed a little bit in the shoe. It's a strange material, mainly just because I wasn't used to it, but that's what it's made of. It's not a suede or canvas upper, it's like an all rubber. It's basically just like one huge rubber toe cap around the whole entire shoe, and it does last pretty long, so I was pretty hyped on that. The durability of the shoe lasted me for about like, I'd say about like 4 months, really. Nike cup soles don't wear down easily. Like this stuff is super hard to kind of just like break, even if you're skating like mob grip, which is like the grippiest grip in skateboarding, but also like the most like coarse sandpaper grip. So like you would expect it to like, you know, tear your shoes up right away, but with these ones it kind of takes some time for you to even like get a hole at least through this rubber sole right here. Like it took me like a good 2 months, maybe even 3 months to really wear through the sole, and I was skating mob grip at the time, so that's definitely a plus for me right there. But yeah, it lasted me for about 4 months. I could have skated them for a lot longer, but there was already like a hole through the rubber piece on my other shoe. To get into the pros and the cons of the shoe, we're gonna start off with the pros of the shoe. Well, the first pro of the shoe is, one, the looks of it. I really love the way this shoe looks. It looks really good. It's very clean. I just kind of love how he was able to make a skate shoe that doesn't look like any of the other skate shoes, because to me, I feel like a lot of skate shoes just kind of look the same nowadays. At least during the time when I had these. I know there's like a whole bunch of different ones now, but I kind of like this one because this one stands out the most. It kind of looks like a running shoe, or like, you know, it kind of looks like what an athlete would wear. But it's cool because it's for skateboarding, so that's definitely a plus for these. Just the way they look is pretty good, and I love it. And I know they have other colorways of these which also look pretty good, but this one kind of stood out to me the most, so hyped on it. Another pro, I already mentioned this, it's just how long it lasts. It lasts pretty long. Like I said, 4 months of skating them, and they felt great, for the most part at least, which we'll get into soon. But yeah, it lasts long, it's durable. It's also very, very light, which is something that I almost forgot to mention. That's another pro with these shoes, is that they're very, very light shoes. Nike is probably like one of the lightest shoes that I've ever skated. I know they have like other like shoes out there, like the Vans Ave Pros, like those are pretty light. But I mean, Vans doesn't sell a ton of like, usually Vans skate shoes are pretty like heavy to me, so. But Nikes have always been like super light, and I love it. I've kind of noticed though, like the Nike SB cup sole shoes are a lot lighter than the vulcanized shoes, because right now I'm skating the Nike SB Shane O'Neill shoes, and those are slightly heavier than these ones, but I don't know, that could just be me. Another good thing I love about this shoe is they're super comfortable. I've noticed that on a lot of Nike shoes nowadays, they don't have a tongue anymore. It's just kind of like this one piece. Oh, it's just kind of like this little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but like it doesn't have a tongue. It's just like this one piece sock liner, and it makes your feet feel super snug and secure. It kind of makes your foot feel like you're putting a slip-on shoe on, which is what I love about it, because it makes your foot, like I said, feel super snug, very comfortable, and it makes your foot feel really secure, which I feel like is super important when you're out there skating. So that's a big plus right there. Another good thing that I love about these shoes is that they're actually they're true to size. They fit true to size for sure. You don't have to worry about going half a size down or half a size up, or going a full size up or going a full size down. If anything, if the shoe does feel tight at first, but once you break them in, they do stretch out a little bit, so your foot will feel a lot more comfortable after at least like probably the 2 days of just kind of like walking around in these, or if you're skating them, just like the first 2 days of skating them. But yeah, they fit true to size and they feel great, and yeah, that's basically all the pros that I have to say about these shoes. Now, of course, with its own set of pros, it does have its own set of cons. The first con that I really did notice about this shoe is that it doesn't really provide that much impact protection. Looking at the insole, this is the insole that comes with the shoe. It's super, super thin. It's like paper thin. It uses an Ortholite insole, which, yeah, it's definitely light, but it does not provide any impact protection whatsoever. So if you are gonna buy this shoe, just be sure to keep it low impact, or you can slip on some footprint insoles in there, whatever you want. Yeah, this shoe does not have a lot of impact protection. It's super thin, as you can see, and like it's just, I can't even really squeeze it or like pinch any part of it, because it's just like, it's so paper thin that like it'll hurt your feet if you like jump off of something huge. So yeah. Another con about these shoes is that the laces always kept ripping on me, especially when you lace it to the very top, this last hole right here. This is the #1 lace ripping spot right here, this piece, this very last hole. If you have your laces laced on that part, simply doing ollies and stuff like that, you are gonna rip a lace. And it's just like, I personally don't like to have laces ripping on me, because I mean, I don't have like an unlimited supply of laces, so like they will like rip within like the first 30 minutes of skating. So that's one thing I didn't really like about them so much. But all the other parts, they didn't rip up, they all held up nice. Just the very top portion just you know, it would always rip off. Now you can just, you know, lace it all the way up to the second to last part right here, but it just won't feel as tight and as snug and secure as if, you know, you were to have it laced up to this very last hole, because it kind of like, you know, squeezes it in once you know, pull these two laces together. So yeah, that's just one other thing I didn't like about it. Is just this part always just kept ripping on me. So yeah. Another thing I didn't really like so much about this shoe is because of how this whole heel part is shaped differently compared to other shoes, your heel flips will kind of get ruined a little bit. It's not like, it's not impossible to do heel flips on this shoe, but you kind of have to like readjust your foot placement, because whenever I tried to heel flip in these shoes specifically, I would always end up airballing and missing the flick, and then I would end up like, you know, sacking on my board, which is a scary thing to do. So if you are someone who loves to do heel flips, I wouldn't really recommend these so much. But yeah, that's basically like the one trick that it's a lot more difficult to do on this shoe. So yeah, but like I said, it's not impossible to do them. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about these shoes. Do I recommend them? Honestly, if you're looking for a shoe to just kind of chill in and like not really skating at all, I would totally recommend it. But would I recommend it for skating? If you keep it low impact and you're all about just kind of doing tech and keeping it low impact, yeah, I recommend the shoe to you. It lasts a long time. This rubber material is also very strong and it lasts a long time. But if you are someone who likes to skate off of big stuff and like to, you know, take a lot of huge impact, I don't really recommend getting this shoe to skate in, because it's gonna hurt a lot unless you put some, you know, separate insoles in here, like footprint insoles, which is what I ride, or whatever, because this shoe insole is very, very thin and you are not going to get the impact protection that you need if you're gonna jump off of something huge. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Is it worth the $95? To be honest with you, my personal opinion, no, not really. It's not worth it at all, because I've had shoes that cost like $60, $70 and they lasted the same amount of time as this shoe did. Not this shoe in particular, but my other pair. And like $95 for a skate shoe is, I mean, let's admit, it's a lot of money, and like you're gonna rip them up anyway. So if you're gonna get this shoe or a shoe like this, just get them to chill in, because honestly, it's just not worth kind of like destroying them unless you're like sponsored by Nike. And then I guess like you can skate in them or whatever. But I mean, do whatever you want. You can skate in them or chill in them. I personally choose to just chill in them, because I want to get, you know, I don't want to like tear up a $95 pair of shoes in like a couple months. I've had this specific shoe for about, I think, a year now. I got it as a Christmas present last year. And they're still holding up pretty strong. Nothing is peeling or anything like that, so that's pretty good. Because usually, like, if I have like a pair of Vans and I don't even skate in them, I'll just walk around in them, the sole will start to peel up. These ones did not do that, so that's a good thing. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about these shoes. If you guys want to get a pair, I'll leave a link to Nike's website in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. But that's really all I have to say. Get yourself a pair of these to chill in. They look good. They feel great. And yeah. Ow. Oh no, I landed in the freaking... Whatever. Stay safe. Love y'all. Peace.